Are you thinking about buying your first home? So in this video today, I'm going to show you and give you 5 questions that you need to answer for yourself before purchasing your first home, especially in today's market. All right, everybody. My name is Katie Evans. I'm a real estate agent, owner, and lead agent of the Living 48 real estate team. Super happy to have you back at another one of our little short videos for the week. If you're like most people, you're probably wondering right now is the right time to buy a house, and especially if you're a first-time home buyer. Well, in this video, we're going to give you 5 questions that you need to answer before making that decision. So sit back, relax, because by the end of this video, you'll have all the information that you need to make an informed decision about whether or not to buy a house in today's real estate market. Okay, so launch right into those 5 questions for you today. How long are you planning on staying in this house? So that is the very first question that I want you to ask yourself. How long are you planning to live in the house that you're thinking about purchasing? If you are planning on at least 5 years, then it's probably a pretty good choice for you. If you're thinking of maybe a less than 5 years, well, then we need to really weigh the pros and the cons and run some really solid numbers. Okay. So first question to ask, how long do I plan on staying in this home? If it's more than 5 years, you've got a thumbs up from me. Number 2, is it a better value to buy or rent in my area? So again, if you're planning on staying for at least 5 years, probably like 9 times out of 10, the answer is going to be the better choice financially is going to be to purchase the home. But there is a helpful tool in helping you evaluate the options in a neighborhood of the price to rent ratio. So what I want you to do is I want you to find out what the median home price by the median yearly rent price. Okay, so those are the 2 numbers you need. So I want you to take that median home price and I want you to divide it by the median yearly rent price. The higher the price to rent ratio is, the more expensive it is to buy compared to rent. So keep in mind, that is just a snapshot that only shows you where the market is like today and doesn't really accurately account for historical data, rent increases, rising home values, all those kinds of things. So it's a snapshot, but it gives you kind of a good idea, especially if you're considering purchasing right now versus renting right now. It'll help you with that. All right, the third question that I've got for you to answer for yourself today is, can I afford to be a home owner? So if you determine that buying a home is a better value than renting, you'll want to evaluate your financial readiness. Purchasing a home is not just a monthly payment. So first of all, the first thing I want you to look at is, what do you have in savings? So you've got a down payment when you purchase a house. Then you've also got closing costs when you purchase a house. Will you still have enough money after you utilize the funds that you need for those 2 things, for the moving truck, for the packing boxes, for setting up your utilities, for there's all kinds of ancillary expenses. So do you have that? And do you have an emergency fund on top of that? If not, it's a great sign that is the first thing you need to do before we start looking at purchasing a home. We just need to hold off a little bit until you've got that rainy day fund built up, and then you've also got what you need for a down payment and closing costs. Then I want you to consider how your monthly budget is going to be impacted. So remember, you've got your monthly mortgage payment, but that's not going to be your only expense moving forward. You may have to factor in your property taxes, your insurance, your HOA's fees, your maintenance, repairs, utilities, all those things that maybe were all rolled into your rent payment prior. Just kind of keep it all in mind, have a budget, make sure that everything feels good, fits right, and that you're prepared to take on those additional expenses. All right, the fourth question, can you even qualify for a mortgage? The lender is going to look for things like your debt to income ratio. How much do you owe? Do you have a crazy car payment? Do you have lots of other credit card debts, those kinds of things? They're going to be looking to see how good your credit score is, and can you even qualify for that mortgage? That is going to be a huge question. That is why we always have you start, once we decide that the time is right to purchase a home, by getting pre-qualified with the lender. That's where we start. So that's always the first thing. All right, last and final question that I really feel like is probably the most important question to ask yourself when you're taking this decision seriously. Before you begin the pre-approval process, before you begin really anything, it's important to consider how home ownership is going to affect your life. So, are you prepared to make your own repairs, pay for the own plumber to come out and unclog your sink? Are you prepared to have a yard and that you have to take care of? Are you prepared for just all the multitudes of things? And how does that actually affect your life on a day-to-day basis? That's really where we want to start. And then we can go into all of the rest of them as well. So if you've got more questions, we've got the answers. I would invite you to reach out to us and let's have a conversation. So the decision to buy or rent a home is among one of the most consequential questions that you will make in your lifetime. So one of the biggest decisions, biggest questions that you need to ask for yourself. We can help you make that process easier by helping you understand it, make sure that you're looking at real-time market data, just walk you through it so that you're making an unemotional and more fact-based choices. And this is really, really important, especially when you're buying your very, very first house. So love you to reach out to me. Let me know what additional questions you have. Send your friends and neighbors who have questions over. We would love to chat with them as well. You can reach me directly. My cell phone is 480-415-1341. And you're welcome to head over to the website, which is www.living48realestate.com. That's going to help you find this video, lots of other videos, or watching this video, just go into the messaging, the DMs, and send me how I can best get a hold of you. And I'm happy to do that for you as well. You guys have a great day. We'll see you in our next weekly video. Bye.